Hi, welcome to the Coffee Hour, a show that involves you in verbal interaction. Sports with Brian Camp. So settle in with coffee in hand and enjoy the Coffee Hour. Now here's your host, Frank Allan.
Well, here we are, TGIF. Thank God it's Friday. Here we are once again, here another week, and all of us together. The name of the show is called The Coffee Hour. We want to wish all of you a happy holiday season. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Hanukkah, and season's greeting. We want to cover all the bases and make sure everybody gets it, right? Welcome once again. It's another Friday. Thank you so much for being along with us. We're going to be with you for the next hour. And of course, this whole hour, we're going to keep doing our usual thing. We thank you so much for being along. We want to invite you as new viewers, if you are new. Well, let me tell you what the show is all about. It is called The Coffee Hour, and we meet here every Friday morning at this time. Every Friday morning, we get together and we have a little conversation. We have a little coffee together and have a little fun. And of course, if you're watching us, feel free to join in anytime you like, because all you have to do is use your keyboard on your computer, on your cell phone, or on your tablet, either one. Whatever device that you use that has a keyboard and has a screen there and you can watch us, all you have to do is use your fingers, type in whatever you want to talk about, and I will see you right there on the big screen, and I will answer all of your questions and entertain all of your thoughts and ideas. That's what it's all about, and we do that for the whole hour. Now, the rest of you who have been with us for all of this time, you already know what it's all about, because you've been here all of this time, just for the benefit of the newer people. And remember, we come from 3 different places. We're on Facebook, and we're here live. We're on YouTube and Instagram as well. And any 3 of those places that you are watching, it's okay. And it's always nice to have you aboard with us. So stay with us for the next hour. We're going to have a lot of fun. Later on, as we go along, as we celebrate this holiday season, we're going to do it in style. I mean, for the best we can anyway. Brian Camp is going to be here, all right, with sports, with the wonderful world of sports. He's going to be here in just a few minutes from now. We're going to link up with him from Charlotte, North Carolina, and he'll be here. And if you have any sports-related questions, by all means, please type them in, and he'll answer all the questions that you want. So that's all coming up later on in the program. Now, for those of you who are watching us on Facebook, take your time and tag all of your friends. Make sure that they're out there, and make sure that they join in and the festivities with the rest of us. And when they see you and they see that notification that you sent them, they'll trust you on it. So they'll click onto that notification, and it'll bring them right out here to us. And they'll see you, they'll see me, and everybody else that's here as well. So please do that, and do that right now. It doesn't take but a second, right? And you can invite as many as you want, because the more the merrier. And those of you who are watching us on YouTube, feel free to also subscribe to my YouTube channel. As a matter of fact, I always encourage you to do that. Subscribe to that. And because the benefit of subscribing to the YouTube channel is that every time we come on live, or so much as post a video, what happens, you get instant notification on that. That lets you know that we're there, because a lot of times you may be preoccupied with something else and you may forget about the show. And therefore, you might forget it and miss the show. But with this, you don't have to miss it, because as soon as the notification comes up, all you have to do is click onto the notification, and it brings you right to the YouTube channel. So do that right now. Drag your mouse over, hit the arrow where the arrow is, hit that button where it says subscribe, and you're in. There's no payment, no fees, no nothing. It's absolutely free. It's just a matter of clicking, and that's all it takes. For the rest of you who are watching us on Instagram, you don't have to do anything. Just keep the word going that we're on the air, and share it with your family and friends and your relatives and all of your Instagram buddies out there as well, and bring them in each week as well. So there's so many things going around, so we want to make sure that you're here. It seems like we're all assembled. We want to say hello to Warren, coming out of Charlotte, North Carolina. Not Charlotte. He's in Greensville, Greensburg, North Carolina. Greensville, North Carolina. And so we want to say hi to him. And Brian, as I said, will be here pretty soon. And by the way, those of you who are going to chime in conversation, and we hope that you do, because we always like to hear from you. I like to address you personally, because it's always a pleasure to do that. But if you don't, that's okay too. You want to sit back, relax, and watch the show with no problem. That's no problem too. You can do that too. But those of you who are going to chime in conversation, give us your weather forecast, as we're going to get it from, I guess Brian will give us his when he comes on. Right. Let's hear from Warren, see what he got. He said, I got emoji sun. So there's a lot of sun out there, I suppose, right now out there in Greensboro, North Carolina. And for those of you who are in different parts of the world, different parts of the country, share yours as well. It's not mandatory to do so, but we would like you to do so we can compare notes. For those of you who are in the vicinity of New York, in the New York metropolitan area, don't worry about it. It's no problem. I will take care of that for you. I have the local forecast for New York, and I'll be giving that to you. So we have all of that going along. And so we're ready to go. Remember, all of the views and the opinions expressed on the show, the Coffee Hour, does not necessarily reflect the view or the opinions of people on Facebook, YouTube, or any of those places, and even your social media outlets or broadcast facilities. So it's all clear. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, let's do what we always do. Get started, lift our cups, glasses, and raise them up, because what would the coffee hour be without a little coffee, or maybe even a little eggnog? Excuse me while I shoot up. Here's a change of pace right there. Eggnog, coffee, cocoa, whatever your indulgence is, it's all fine, because it all happens right here on the Coffee Hour. Got so many things to talk about today. As I already told you, Brian will be here, and later on in the program too, before the show is over. This show is no different, because I am going to give you those movies that you like. I have my picks of the week directly from Turner Classic Movies, and that's going to be added to your list of movies of what to watch. Now, a lot of you maybe want to relax for the Christmas holiday, and in between all of that, you want to catch up on some movies. Maybe you don't, I don't know. But just in case, I have my picks of the week for you that I will, convey to you later on in the program as we go along. That's all coming up right here on the show. So again, thank you for being with us. And again, keep telling your friends about us. All right. That's all we ask, and bring them in and let them be part of this action too as well. So ho, 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 and Merry Christmas. Also, I want to remind you that a lot of you people are going out for the Christmas holiday. Is that what you're going to do? A lot of you taking off. A lot of people made flight yesterday. Yesterday was supposed to be the heaviest traffic, whether it's on the road, whether it's in the air or on the rails. People are moving along and going other places. And of course, you're going to be with other people. You're going to be with your friends and relatives, wherever you're going to go. And then plus you're going to be with people on the way, because you're going to be on the planes, you're going to be on the trains, and you're going to be traveling all kinds of transit that will get you there. Now, particularly on the planes and the trains, right? That just leads me to say that, and I'm just hoping that you did this, that I hope that you took your shots. Now, the flu season is already in effect right now as we speak. So hopefully that you took those already. You should have took those a long time ago. But there's another vaccination that came out that I just got to keep telling you about. It's the new up-to-date COVID-19 vaccination that's out, and it's for everyone. And it's your responsibility to go out and get one for yourself, for the sake of protecting yourself and other people around you. And all you have to do is go to your pharmacist and, make an appointment to do so. Now, if you haven't done it so far, it's never too late. It's never too late. You can do that on the way back home or whatever, but make sure that you do it. And there's some places where you can go and actually go on the spot and take it just like that with no problems. There are other places, I guess it depends on where you live. And then there are other places where you have to make the appointment. You could do it by computer, or they have websites that you can go on. Your pharmacist has a website. You can go online and make an appointment there. Or maybe they'll allow you to make the appointment while you're there on the premises, and but if you do make the appointment, keep the appointment. That's the most important thing. And so that's what we look for. We want to make sure that everybody's healthy and happy for the holiday season, and that in this upcoming holiday season, it's going to be a great season for all of us. We're looking forward to it. Now, Christmas is on Monday. We know that, right? And of course, everybody's still celebrating Hanukkah, because Hanukkah, that lingers on, that falls right into it. Even though they are in their last day, they lit their last candle. But we still wish everyone a happy Hanukkah. So Merry Christmas. That's coming up. Also coming up, day after Christmas, we have the 7 days of Kwanzaa, and that's coming up too. So we're looking forward to that. We're lighting our candles too, right? We got 7 days to do that. And so all of that is coming on. We got a lot of things to celebrate about. So, and then of course, New Year's, which after that, you have to light through the end of the tunnel and that kind of thing. So we're celebrating all of the traditions of Christmas right now, and whatever or however you celebrate it, just do it safely. That's all we ask, because we want you back here for years to come. And so, excuse me while I shoot up, ladies and gentlemen. That's delicious. Anyway, you celebrate, and we celebrate properly, but make sure that you do it in a safe manner. That's all that we're asking to do. And so all of you who are traveling, please travel safe. I know, and I hope you get there on time. You're looking forward to get there on time. I know the traffic is going to be heavy. The airlines are going to be flooded, and things like that. So I wish you a lot of luck. Now, also, on the way back, a lot of people may be coming back the day after Christmas, or maybe traveling on the day after Christmas. That's going to be another heavy day, because everybody's getting ready to come back, And then there are some people who have the luxury to take a long extended vacation and just don't come back until after New Year's, and those are the lucky people there. Those are the people that say, something, I'm going to save my vacation time for Christmas, because I don't want to break the holiday. I don't want to break anything. I want to go right through Christmas, right through New Year's, celebrate all of those days along with my family and friends. And so a lot of people do have the luxury. Now, I know in New York City right now, it's Friday. It's a work day here in New York City. But as I noticed early going out to the gym this morning, but I go out there real early in the morning. It's like 6 o'clock in the morning that I arrive to the gym, and it's still dark outside. But on the way out, coming back, I noticed that New York City, the city, it's kind of quiet, a little subdued. And that's because of the holidays. So, and that's to be expected. So enjoy the holiday season. It's great. And we look forward to a great new year, by the way. And don't let anything get in your way. Whatever you plan for your new year, with any kind of resolution that you're going to be making, some people stick to it and some people don't. I don't know. I never make them, because I never stick to them. I don't want to be obligated to say, I'm going to do this new year, and then I don't do it. But anyway, a lot of people do it, whether it's making tracks to the gym regularly now. I say, they say people are coming in and say, well, something, I'm going to get back in physical shape, because after this whole thing is over, I'm loaded with turkey and ham and eggnog and all of that. Then I'm going to go lose weight. So I'm going to go out to the gym and get fit, because I know the summer is coming around. Why do people go to the gym more often when the summer comes around? That's what I want to know. Why don't you do it like all around? Whatever. But thank you again for being with us. And again, we've got those movies coming up. We'll tell you more about that later. That's all coming up once again. Okay, again, for those of you who are going to linger in conversation with us, have conversation with us, we certainly really appreciate that. And that would be great. And so let me see what we have here. Oh, okay. The weather. Now, again, if you guys are going to chime in conversation, please give me your weather forecast. I really would appreciate that. that would be a great thing because I just want to compare notes. But those of you who live in the New York area, don't worry about that because I have that now. Now we don't have bad weather coming along. It's a little frigid out there, but it's not bad. I don't see any rain or snow in the forecast. So I think Christmas is going to be pretty good this year. So let's get started with our weather forecast right now. What we have for the time being, well, it's, I can tell you in one word, it's cold. I was out there early. I was out, I went out to the gym this morning early and it is cold. Right now, we've got 29 degrees. Would you believe that? It's 29 degrees outdoors. That's cold. There's nothing to play around with. So let's get started with the weather right now. We've got sunshine and clouds, a mix of that today. We'll have a high around 40 degrees. Winds will be light and variable. And if you're going out tonight, Friday night, it's going to be partly to mostly cloudy. We'll have a low around 33 degrees. Winds will be light and variable as well. For let's see, we've got for Saturday. Saturday looks pretty good. Doesn't look bad at all. Saturday, we've got mostly cloudy skies, but no rain in the forecast, but peekaboo sunshine, high 46 degrees, winds light and variable. For Saturday night will be cloudy with a low near 40 degrees. Still no snow, no rain, no nothing like that, but winds will be light and variable. And Sunday, you're going out to church, of course. A lot of people will do that, for the Christmas, just before the Christmas holiday. It's going to be cloudy skies for Sunday. We'll have a high near 50. Still no rain, no snow. Winds light and variable. For Sunday night, overcast skies. We'll have a low of 42 degrees. Winds light and variable as well. But for our Christmas Day, again, no snow, no rain. Christmas Day, Christmas morning, when you wake up, gift giving and all of that. Cloudy skies early with partial sunshine later on, expected later on in the day. And we'll have a high around 53 degrees and winds will be light and variable. Okay, so that's my gift to all of New Yorkers for your weather forecast. It'll be cold. Just bundle up real warm when you go out there, but there's no rain or snow in the forecast. So everything looks good. And repeating that current temperature in New York City, we have 29 degrees outdoors. So what is your weather forecast like? Okay. Anyway, I'm glad you're out there. And I hope that, again, that you enjoy your holiday. It looks good. It looks good. It really looks good out there. And I think we're going to be fine. Chimes and everything. We're going to be fine for the holiday weekend. And hug your loved ones, especially when the new year comes around, tell them that you love them. You don't know how many more years you got left. We don't know. That's not for us to know anyway. But, communicate with your family and however you do it. And if you can't get away, technology is so good to us. You could talk to people, your loved ones through Zoom. A lot of people do that. I do that with my family sometimes, every year. Well, we do that. And so, because a lot of people may not have the money to travel away, to get away, but you do the best you can. To enjoy the holiday, enjoy it. The festivities are on. So here we are, and we're all here together. Later on, too, in the program, those movies we were telling you about, I only have a couple, but they're good movies, and we'll get to that in just a few minutes. So, again, ladies and gentlemen, we're enjoying the holidays. Again, excuse me while I shoot up. I keep going back to this stuff. I don't know what draws me to this. That's a little switch from coffee. Well, it's the holiday season, and office parties are happening too. Everybody's having their office parties, and everybody's gift giving. And I hope, by the way, whatever you get, I hope that you enjoy. Now, if you're like me, you're not going to give gifts. If you're like me, you won't give it. I would rather give people money or gift cards or something like that than to actually buy them a gift, because, sometimes you may not buy the right gift. You might buy something that a person doesn't need or a person doesn't want. And who hates rejection, right? So the best way to cover all of that is to gift cards, gift cards or money or whatever you choose. Doesn't matter. It's all here. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go over to Charlotte, North Carolina and find out what the weather is like over there as well as the weather over here in New York City, because it's really cold over here. But I have a feeling it's better off in Charlotte. So we're going to go link up with Brian right now, and he has for us the latest developments in today's world of sports on Sports Update. And I know there's a lot of things happening, sports, especially this weekend, because we've got the Christmas holiday coming up, and there's a lot of sports coming up on Christmas Day. And plus, I know before you even say it, you're going to be watching your March of the Wooden Soldiers. I know all about that stuff. I know all about it.
Hopefully, King Kong versus Godzilla. Hopefully, football, not the Dallas Cowboys, but that's tradition between Thanksgiving and Christmas. Bring on the old stuff. Godzilla used to come on for Thanksgiving, and you see King Kong and the Son of Kong, and just tradition is not here anymore. Marching with the Soldiers is tradition. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer is tradition. Frosty the Snowman, tradition. Let's bring traditions back during this time of the year. Maybe I could get back into it full time. But in the meantime, good morning to you all. Happy holiday, happy Hanukkah, happy Kwanzaa, Merry Christmas, and a joyous New Year to come. Hope all is well with everybody. You doing well, my brother?
I'm doing good. I see you all lit up there. I mean, you're not lit up there, but you're hooked up.
Yeah, I wore this at work on my last day, and and the kiddies were saying, "Oh, Mr. Camp, you look like Santa Claus." I said, "Well,
That's because they were expecting something from you."
Gave them good advice. That's what I gave them.
Oh,
that was my gift to them. Good advice and everything.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, but yes, it's 44 degrees and partly sunny. Sun is out partly. It's not out totally. Supposed to have clouds all day, but 44 degrees is actually a break, because it's been cold here. Out here in North Carolina, especially in the Charlotte area, you get like 3 to 4 weeks, maybe a little bit less, of real frigid cold weather. And then after that, by January, February, it breaks and gets a little warmer increasingly. But I'd rather be here than anywhere else. No offense to my New York family, but it is what it is. So hope all is well with everybody. Good morning to you all, Warren, and to everybody who is out there listening globally, nationally, locally. I greet you. Happy holidays to all. Let me get to sports on a busy holiday coming up. Let me start. You got 3 NFL games coming up. 3 NFL games on Christmas Day. First time in a long time, you got 3 NFL games and 5 NBA games. Wow. If you're not doing anything, if you're hosting Christmas or holidays, stay home, relax, enjoy your company, but watch those games. All these games have implication of playoff situation, positioning for the playoffs, for the football. Basketball, you got some marquee games. I'm gonna go over right quick. In the NFL, Christmas Day, December 25th, you got the Las Vegas Raiders. We're going against their longtime AFL rival. Yes, before they merged to the NFL, they were the AFL rival, the Kansas City Chiefs. That game is at 1 o'clock on CBS. And the second game is the New York Giants versus their arch rival, the Philadelphia Eagles. That game would be at 4:30 on Fox Network. Check your local listings on the channel. And the nightcap game, the Baltimore Ravens. This is a preview. This is a preview for the Super Bowl. I'm telling you, got to watch this. The Baltimore Ravens will be at San Francisco to play against the 49ers at 8:15. That'll be on ABC and ESPN+. If you're not into football, we got 5 basketball games. 5. First game, NBA. The Milwaukee Bucks will be in New York City at the Mecca of all arenas, Madison Square Garden, against the Knicks at 12 noon. That game will be on ESPN. Game 2, the Golden State Warriors will be going to Denver in the Mile High City. That game will start at 2:30. All times I'm given on both sports is Eastern time. That game will be on ABC and ESPN Plus. The third game, which is a marquee, this is historic. No two teams have a dislike more than one another are the Boston Celtics and the Lakers. Boston will be traveling to LA. Both of these franchises have 17 NBA titles, even though I don't know why the Lakers put up that in-season tournament banner, which don't make sense, but that's another story for another time. These are 2 of the historical franchises in the NBA. That game starts at 5 o'clock on ABC and ESPN Plus. The fourth game, the Philadelphia 76ers will be in South Beach, beautiful South Beach in Miami. How can you go wrong on Christmas Day in Miami? They'll be playing against the Miami Heat. That game starts at 8 o'clock on ESPN. And the last game, to cap it off for Christmas Day in basketball, you got the Dallas Mavericks will be visiting into Phoenix in the desert against the Phoenix Suns. That game starts at 10:30. That game is on ESPN. So you have your holiday set. If you live in the South, mainly in the South or the Midwest, get your grills ready, get your smokers ready, and start cooking and smoking. Sit back, enjoy your company, enjoy this here time of the year. And we're not finished yet. The following week, January 1st, New Year's Day, the Final Four for college football, the number 4 Alabama Crimson Tide versus the number 1 ranked team, the Michigan Wolverines. Cheaters. That game is going to be at 5 o'clock on ESPN. And number 3 ranked, the second game, number 3, Texas. Number 2 will be going against number 2, Washington. That game starts at 8:45 on ESPN. I'm rooting for Texas to beat them all, to win the whole thing. I don't like Alabama. I don't like Michigan. I don't care too much about Washington. Who's in Washington? Let's go Longhorns. That's the schedule that you all should be setting for to be watched. In some news, in also Major League Baseball, which my good friend Naoto, who just chimed in, I wanted to tell him congratulations to Sohu Otani, great Japanese all-star player, signed the most lucrative contract in U.S. professional sports history, has won his 2nd Male Athlete of the Year award. And he helped his native country, Japan, win the World Baseball Classic. And Otani had won this award back in 2021 as well. It was the 2nd time he has won this award, and we're so happy for him. He is a special talent. My. Also, the Dodgers signed another signing too. I don't have his information right now, but they signed a pitcher. And my San Francisco Giants signed an outfielder too. They're all from Japan. So Japan, the Dominican Republic, this is they should change it, not Major League Baseball, it should be World Baseball League. Because everybody is coming in all over the world with their great talents. And I embrace them. I embrace everybody from various different parts of the world coming into this country to play baseball. It's a beautiful thing. This day in sports, December 22nd, 1962. On this day, the 100th point, the 1 millionth point, 1 million points was scored in 1962 by an NBA team. That's a lot of points. I'm pretty sure we surpassed that. We're down 60 years later. 1969, Pistol Pete Maravich sets the NCAA record of hitting 30 of 31 free throws. That's hard to do. There's a lot of foul shots that he made and attempts as well. 1983, Indiana Pacers 133 to 132 to win that broke that broke a road record, that beat the Denver Nuggets, that broke a 28-game road record. It means they lost 28 games on the road. That's a long time. That's in a season. 2003, New York Knicks hire Isaiah Thomas as president of basketball operation. And in 2019, the New Orleans Saints wide receiver Michael Thomas breaks an NFL record of 144 catches. That was a couple of years ago. That was 4 years ago. Birthdays today. 1862, happy birthday to the late Connie Mack, who was a Major League Baseball catcher, manager, and owner, was born in East Brookfield, Massachusetts. 1938, one of the Lou brothers, Matty Lou, Major League outfielder, was born in Jaffa, Dominican Republic. If you ever been to the Dominican Republic, you gotta go. I've been there a couple of times. It is nice. The people's nice. The last time the food was but overall, place is nice. It's so much rich history that they have there. You got to check it out. Was on a resort recently, and overall, it is a beautiful place, a beautiful island. 1944, happy birthday to Steve Carlton, Major League Hall of Famer and 4-time Cy Young Awarder, was born in Miami, Florida. And happy birthday, he was born in 1948, Steve Garvey, Major League Baseball first baseman, was born in Tampa, Florida. And ladies and gentlemen, that is sports on a busy holiday here in the Queen City of Charlotte, North Carolina.
And it's going to be a busy weekend for sports too, as you already alluded to. Football, and then, after all of this is over, you got baseball season coming in, but we don't want to jump the gun just yet. We're still concentrating on football and even waiting for the Super Bowl. I know that's a distance away, but a lot of people are sitting on needles and pins waiting for that.
Yes, it is. It's gonna, listen. This is the time of the year where football, where the NFL is coming to an end. The playoffs are so exciting. The Super Bowl, to me, is the greatest sporting event, one-day sporting event of all time, because everything's up for the marbles. Basketball is getting to the midway point where things get a little tight. It get a little exciting. And Major League Baseball right around the corner. Believe it or not, in a couple of months, they'll be going to spring training. So to me, this is the perfect time of the year. So listen, let's kick back, enjoy some eggnog, and just sit back by the what's that song, Chestnut on an Open Fire. You could enjoy that, and just go and listen to some salsa, orchestra, Christmas music. All of that is just wonderful.
Yeah, you can sit there and be with your family and even hang out with old granddad.
For the holiday, I'll be coming into New York.
Oh, that's right. I'm going to ask you that. You're supposed to be coming into New York. When is that happening?
I'm leaving late tonight. Be there early Saturday morning for my job is having their annual holiday party. That's going to be great. Mm-hmm. And on Sunday, I'm going to see my 3 children. I'm going to cook for them, mm-hmm. and I'm going to have a nice feast with the children, the grandchildren. Mm-hmm. Then on Christmas Day, we're going to see the other grandchildren in Brooklyn. And then on Thursday, we're going to go to a wedding that we're going to go to. We're going to have fun and just have a blast. No worm, not having no rum in my eggnog. No. Yeah.
Well, I tell you what to do with that. You just hold on to that and just ship it over here. I think that's the use out of it. But yeah, so you got a great, are you going to be here through until when? Until when?
I'm leaving late Thursday night to be back home in Charlotte by Friday morning.
Oh, okay. All right. So you won't be here through the New Year's. You're going to be celebrating New Year's back in Charlotte.
In Charlotte, yeah. Be back on the 28th or the 29th.
Yeah. There's a lot of ways. Yeah.
I want to see you though. I want to make sure.
Okay, I should be here because I'm not making any trips anywhere. I just want to lay low because this is a time of the year where the airports are congested, and you're driving in, right? You're driving in.
Yes, driving in. Don't want to be around the airport. We just like you said at the opening of the show that we have some variants that's out there. COVID is still going on. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Wear your, especially during this time of the year, the crowded, the airports are going to be crowded. Amtrak is going to be crowded. It's just, you got to be careful. You got to be careful.
Yeah, yeah. But it's looking forward to a great season, a great year. I'm looking for a good year, 2024. I'm looking forward to that because, I'm blocking out all the negativity. I do that each year. When the new year come around, I reflect on what happened. This is my personal thing. I always reflect on what happened the past year, what held me back, and I just weed out the things that were negative to me. And, I do that every year. And one of the things I'm definitely weeding out is all of this crap that's going around in the world right now. I'm weeding that out,
Yeah. Well, I tell you, as
on top of it, but I'm I'm not going to let it give me a heart attack.
As we get older, we appreciate even the challenging times, the rough times that we go through, and we still make it through the end of the year, close to a new year.
Yeah.
We stay humble,
Mhm.
and we thank God for all our blessings that we receive. And I do less complaining now. I don't complain like I used to. I don't complain. There's too many. Put it like this, my final thought. Think about this time of the year where it's cold outside. Think about the people that live outside, our homeless people. Let's keep them in prayers in our thoughts, because it could have been any one of us that's out there.
Yeah. 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 That's words to live by. Words to live by. All right. Well, I guess besides when you come to New York, I'll get a chance to see you. But I guess as far as doing the show, we'll be back with you next week, and we'll ring in the new year at that particular time.
That's right. Hold on. I think I see King Kong right behind you on the Empire State Building.
And you know something? I see him all the time when I look out my window. I see him all the time. He's out there. I remember one time, Brian, they had a blown up King Kong gorilla on top of the Empire State Building. I don't know if you remember that.
I remember that. Yeah.
It was a long time ago. I'm going to go online and see if I can find any photos of that. That was funny, though. That was funny. All right, Brian. You have yourself a great holiday. Don't eat too much, and stay healthy. And talk to you soon.
Take care, everybody. Be safe.
All right, take care. It's Brian Camp, ladies and gentlemen, with the latest developments in today's world of sports on Sports Update. He's here each week, and he's going to visit our fair city of New York. I'll get a chance to see him when he comes in. He's doing his traveling. See, I refuse to do any traveling this time around, this time of the season. I refuse to do it. But, summertime comes around, there's always places I like to go. Las Vegas, haven't been there in a long time. So I am so due for Las Vegas. I am so due for it. Anyway, you're just chiming in. Are you just coming in here? Okay, well, if you are, the name of the show is called The Coffee Hour, and it's all of us together. We get together and we have a lot of fun. But, we have it in good taste. And that's what you should do when you keep that in mind when you go out to family and friends, enjoy yourself, absolutely have a good time. But just do it all in good taste. It's the good part of the season. It's a wonderful time of the year, and you want to keep it that way. And just kind of watch out for yourself when you're out there. You never know who's around you. Because of a funny thing, and the reason why I brought that up, because I remember this morning as I went out to the gym. See, when I go out to the gym, I go out there real early. It's still dark outside when I go out there. And walking out of my apartment, and I'm crossing the street, and I hear the screeching car, right? The screeching car, and he's speeding, and I had the light. I'm crossing with the light, and he's speeding, and the car is quickly, and I had to run. I just hauled it because he looked like he wasn't going to stop, and he didn't stop. He didn't even have his headlights on. And when he got to the intersection, the light was still red. There was a bus waiting for the light to change. The light was red and he went right through it. So you never know. You never know. And the lesson to learn on that, even though you have the light for you, even though the light is for you, as the light is green and you're crossing the street, you still watch out, because there are a lot of crazy guys out there, crazy women out there who drive, who don't know how to drive. I don't know what he was driving. This guy was driving as if he was driving a getaway car or something, and he wouldn't stop. He wouldn't stop. And had I not run as quick as I did, he probably would have got me. So be safe out there. Okay, yes, it is. It is the coffee hour. It is the coffee hour, and we're going to be together again up until the top of the hour. We're always here each hour, and just in case you're just joining us once again, remember that we're on each week at this time. Now, you may be in a different time zone. We're Eastern. We're coming from New York City. You may be in a different time zone. So whatever it was read on your clock when we signed on, that's what time we come on your area each week. And those of you who are watching, who may be at work and you had your coffee hour or your coffee break, I should say, we hope that you had the chance to spend that coffee break with us instead of roaming around the office. Listen, I'll give it to you today because I know there are a lot of office parties today, so people are roaming around. But, take the time out, sit at your desk and do your work still. You got to still do your work, right? And enjoy the coffee hour until we're off the air, and then you go around. But there are a lot of office parties. I'm pretty sure, if not today, there were probably office parties like early during the week, because I know a lot of people are taking off, going places. So yeah, office parties all over the place. And people are enjoying. And that's the whole idea. Part of the Christmas holiday season is to enjoy, as well as to worship and understand the true meaning of Christmas. So there you go. And there you have it. Okay, we move right along here, and we thank you again. We're coming up quickly past the hour, moving fast. So we want to do that. Okay, in the entertainment world this week, let me tell you about what's happening with that. In the entertainment world this week, actor Jack Axelrod, best known for General Hospital and Grey's Anatomy, died of natural causes in Los Angeles this week. He began taking acting courses at the University of California, Berkeley, before becoming a licensed architect in Washington, D.C. He was 93 years old. Drummer Colin Burgess, an original member of the hard rock group AC/DC in the early 70s, he has died. Burgess was recruited in November 1973 to help form the group with Malcolm Young and his brother Angus and David Evans and Larry Van Crete. And there was no cause of the death given. Burgess was 77 years old. Soap opera Susan Lucci received an honor of the lifetime at the Daytime Emmy Awards. Best known for a role as Erica Kane on the soap opera All My Children, she accepted the award at last Friday's event, and she was nominated 21 times, winning only once. And she had one of the longest losing streaks in the history of the award show, leading up to the 1999 Emmy Awards. Red carpet Rihanna is back and cooler than ever. 35-year-old singer stepped out to attend the relaunch of her Fenty Puma collection at the New House in Hollywood on Monday. For the occasion, Rihanna gave a lesson on streetwear style, rocking a plush purple fur coat over a grape-colored padded leather jacket. And singer Celine Dion has reportedly lost control of some of her mobility. Her sister Claudette said that her dream is to see her sister return to the stage soon. Celine Dion said that in December 2022 that she had been diagnosed with the neurological disorder called stiff person syndrome. The singer said that the syndromes would have caused her to have severe muscle spasm in the past, and Dion's diagnosis caused her to reschedule and cancel her entire 2023 tour. So we want to send our prayers out to Celine Dion. We hope you get better soon. Birthdays: actor Ralph Fiennes. Ralph Fiennes is 61 years old. The twin brothers of the Bee Gees, Robin and Maurice Gibbs, are no longer with us. They would have been 74 years old today. Singer Rick Nielsen is 75. Newscaster Diane Sawyer is 78 today. And actress Barbara Billingsley, she was the June Cleaver, the mother of the boys in Leave It to Beaver, and she would have been 108 years old today. That's what's happening in the world of entertainment this week. And so there you have it. And we thank you again for being along with us. Now, a lot of you may want to know more about this show, or maybe you have questions about the show, or maybe you want to address me personally. Well, you can get in touch with me personally, and I can tell you how to do that because I have an email address and a telephone number. Now, what I'm going to do is start off by giving you the email address first, okay? The email address is frankallanprod@aol.com. Allan is spelled A-L-L-A-N. Prod is P-R-O-D. Allan is spelled A-L-L-A-N. That's very important. And prod is short for production. So that's frankallanprod@aol.com. That's frankallanprod@aol.com. The telephone number is 641-715-3900, extension 467134. That's 641-715-3900, extension 467134. Now, you may call for different reasons. As I said before, you may want to talk about the show. You may want to critique the show, which is fine with us because we love to hear what you have to say about it. Maybe there's a lot of room for improvement. We're open for that. Or maybe you want to see a particular guest on the show. You want me to interview someone on the show? Maybe you want to come on the show because you have a group, you're just getting started and you think I can help. Well, I'm open to everything. Just get in touch with us. That's all you have to do. Or whatever you want to talk about, even if it's just to say hi and no more. You know, we always, and you're not wasting my time when you do that, you know, because like I said, we love to hear from you. So any kind of form of communication you want to relate to us, you have all the information right there, and I will give it to you one more time. The email address is frankallanprod@aol.com. That's frankallanprod@aol.com. The telephone number is 641-715-3900, extension 467134. That's 641-715-3900, extension 467134. We talk about being in the holiday spirit. We want to try to do that right throughout the year as well. And as I said, you know, and I encourage everyone, don't let anything get in your way. Don't let anything discourage you. We are living in some extraordinary, difficult times right now. And I know this year's, a lot of people are stressed out about that. Some people are stressed out about their jobs this time around, you know. And the good thing about this holiday season right now, if you have the time off, it's a good time to sit back, reflect, and just think, you know, how am I going to handle this upcoming year? Just sit back and relax and think about it. You know, don't stress about it. Just think about it. Reflect and think, how am I going to handle this upcoming year with all of these aggravating sources coming around me? We've got troubling times in the world. We've got climate changes. We've got people fighting each other in the Republican Party, and they can't seem to get it together. And the same thing with the Democratic Party. They're fighting against each other and fighting amongst one another. And, you know, and it's in the news every day. Those are the things that we can't escape because they're in the news every day. And even if you don't watch the news, it's going to come to your front door anyway. You're going to learn about it. If you don't learn about it through the news, you'll learn about it from your family or your friends or whatever. It just comes out there. It just happens to just drop on your door. What I suggest that you do is just how you handle it. Just let it go. Put it in the rear view mirror and concentrate on yourself. That's the most important thing. Concentrate on yourself. Because if you can't concentrate on yourself, and you know, and if you're a person that like to help people, which is a good thing, That's a good thing to do. If you like to help people, you keep on doing that. Keep on doing that. But one thing that you ought to do before you help people, help yourself, because you can't help others unless you help yourself. Make sure that you're in good form, you're in good shape, and you're in the good state of mind to do all of that. And then you can go out and then you spread the love and help other people. You can do that. That's a good thing to do. You want to set the example for the kids. And we as adults should have been doing that all of our lives, just setting the example. And when I look at the way things go around today with what's happening in politics and all of that, and I'm thinking to myself, these people who are fighting each other instead of trying to come to a resolution on how we can work out things on a bipartisan term, instead of doing that, we want to say, I'm going to dictate to you and you're going to like this and you're going to do this and you're going to do that. No, that's not the way to do it, because kids are watching. Younger kids who are old enough to vote, they're watching. And you have to remember that when they get to the polls, their votes are going to count just as well as yours. So we got to set an example. And to the young kids out there who are out there voting, I urge you to exercise your right if you are old enough to do so. If you're 18 and older, you're old enough to vote. If you're old enough to do that, please think about what you're going to do before you do it. And think about whether or not you want to repeat everything that happened this past year. Do you want to go through that again? Think about that. We know that our current president's his ratings are very low as far as, his approval rating is very low. But think about the alternatives. This is all we got. This is all we have right now. This is all we have. And it's unfortunate that we don't have a great deal of things to choose from to say, something, that's not good, but I'll take the one in the middle. That's better. We don't have that luxury anymore. But look out for the alternative. What's going to happen for you? How are you going to take care of your family? How is it going to affect your job and your household, the whole 9 yards? Be aware of that. And don't be discouraged, young people. Don't be discouraged, and be wise, be smart, and by all means, if you're old enough, go out and vote, because you heard about all of the things that are happening now. And I don't like to bring a lot of news, but this is top story. We already heard that Colorado Supreme Court already determined that 345/666 beast incarnate, who you know as Donald J. Trump Moore, is now disqualified from the primary ballot in over there in Colorado. And already there were already threats thrown out to the judges in Colorado. All kinds of racial slurs thrown at them, threatened to kill them. And this is what's happening. This is where we are right now in the world. And if this person, becomes president, he already said what he was going to do. He just laid it out there for us. He just laid it out there. Now you have to choose. You have to wonder, oh yeah, is that the way it's going to be? Well, I don't think so. You see, he doesn't get the last word. We get the last word. We call the shots. You see, you got to remember that we call the shots. Okay. And so anyway, hey, listen, I'm not feeling bad about this thing at all, about what Colorado did. Good guy. Hey, New York, jump aboard. New Jersey, jump aboard. All you guys jump in there. Chris Christie just said yesterday or the day before yesterday, he says he's against that because he thinks that the people should decide that, which is okay. It's okay. That's his opinion. The people should decide that. That's what he said. But hey, listen, something? The reason why they're doing it is because of the Constitution, right? Section 3 in the Fourth Amendment. You can't, you want to uphold the Constitution, and this is why they're doing it. And this really, in my opinion, only my opinion, has nothing to do with the people voting for it. It's right here in the Constitution. It's just simply, it states right here in the Constitution, Section 4. It says, "No person shall hold any office in civil or military under the United States who have previously taken an oath or an officer, which is Donald J. Trumpmore. He's an officer of the United States to support the Constitution of the United States, shall have engaged in insurrection or rebellion against the same, or given aid to comfort to the enemies thereof. What more do you want? That's the Constitution. That's been written years ago, years before we were born. And so so we should say, oh no, leave it to the people. Let the people vote. Sure, the people, let the people vote. I agree with that. But this is in the Constitution. And this should have been figured out a long time ago, because this Constitution was done back in what, in the world, around World War I somewhere. I don't have the actual dates, but way back then, before all of us were born. You know, so you keep that in mind. And of course, Rudy Giuliani, he's ordered to pay $448 million to Ruby Freeman and Shay Moss. Remember the two women? That's the mother, Ruby Freeman, and Shay Moss is the daughter. Remember that? You know, when he slandered them and made lies about them, saying that, you know, that they tried to rig the elections. And they were working. They were out of Georgia. They were election workers. They were just election workers, you know, doing their job, doing what they were paid to do. And they were singled out by Donald Trump Moore and Rudy Giuliani, you know. So now he's practically on Skid Row. I don't know how they're going to get this money from him. I hope they do. They deserve that. They really deserve every penny that they say they were going to give them. They deserve every penny of that. I don't know if we're going to get all of that. They'll get something, but I do hope somehow they will get that, you know. But, you know, chickens come home to roost. You know, they really come home to roost. And then now they're crowing. Get to that one. We have those movies of the week, ladies and gentlemen, I want to tell you about. And I have only, as I said, 2 this week. And they go to your list of what to watch this weekend in case you want to catch up on some old movies. Directly from Turner Classic Movies, Pocket Full of Miracles from 1961, Glenn Ford, Betty Davis, and Hope Lang. That's on Turner Classic Movies. That's Saturday at 4:30 p.m. Eastern. And Going My Way, 1944, Bing Crosby on Turner Classic Movies. And that's Sunday at 1:30 p.m. Eastern, and it's all right there on Turner Classic Movies. Now, what you can do, you can go on to Turner Classic Movies and check out the program guide, because there may be other things too to enjoy as well. You can do that by scrolling through, because there's a lot of things to see. You have free movies, you have pay-per-view movies, the present ones and the ones that were slightly past. Then you have great children's programs. You have a lot of sporting events, great documentaries. It's all right there. And it's all just by scrolling through and checking it out. Now, as far as Turner Classic Movies, they may be some movies that I didn't mention that are up there to your liking, and you could watch them, but these are my picks of the week. So go there and check it out. It's a lot of entertainment. I know you're not going to spend a lot of time watching movies. It's the Christmas holiday. You want to spend more time with family and friends, but all of you sports buffs, you know, it's right there for the grabbing. So check it out. So let me go over those movies one more time before we relax ourselves and go home. Again, Pocket Full of Miracles, 1961, Glenn Ford, Betty Davis, and Hope Lang. It's Turner Classic Movies, a Saturday at 5:30 p.m. And then there's Going My Way with Bing Crosby, and that's on Turner Classic Movies. That's Sunday at 1:30 p.m. It's all right there on Turner Classic Movies. And so, my friends, that's going to take care of things for today. And I thank you for being with us. And we're going to come back here next week, next Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern for Talk Back Live. And Brian Camp will be along with me. And then we'll come back here again next week for the coffee hour at 10 a.m. Eastern. And we're going to ring in the new year together. How about that? In the meantime, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of all of us here from Talkback Live, the Coffee Hour, the Frank Allan Productions, all of us together, staff members, all of you guys, we want to wish you a very Merry Christmas, a long and great holiday season, and stay safe, and love yourself, love your family and friends, give them a big hug, let them know that you love them, and look forward to a great upcoming year, and promise yourself that you are going to be safe. Promise me that you're going to be safe when you go out there. In the meantime, we'll see you guys next week. So have yourself a very Merry Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa, and of course, Happy New Year.
You've been watching the Coffee Hour with your host Frank Allan. The producer has been Al Dale. Technical assistant Dave Taylor. Research by Sandy Pierce. And I'm your announcer Donna Stenke. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time on the Coffee Hour.